juice. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The way they're moving the ball down the field, they had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Swift. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your...
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger, Russ.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Grant, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They're going to run this with a tight end, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense for anticipating what's up next.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Lions at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one. Not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. He'll keep it himself. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On second down, Williams. And some space here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole, and off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Lions take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
He was brought down by Jaquan Brisker. A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They will zoom and pass that number there. Williams going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Second and goal from the 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a give, right side, Swift. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's going to keep this again. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And this is good from 57 yards out. That just bombs away right there. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down three, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick one-pointers instead of three-pointers.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try. He's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
First down, Denver.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Come on. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
That was so gay. Damn, that was gay as hell.
At their own 25-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Play action. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're trying to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 31, Lions 13. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 73 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball gets up, then he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they get a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, he's got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. Buffalo 18, Dragon 60, Warriors 17.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson wants to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to split that part. And then, of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Broncos, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.